Ha! Just past mile marker 12. Well, I did it. Got the thing in the ground. Bought me the whole stinking way. These garbage cans, all three of them, well, this pulp will be taken out, and then we can put our garbage cans over here. They'll stick out maybe a few inches into here because they're so deep. And they'll just go up against this, and then I'll build a wall right here. This one here, that pole, I just took a Sawzall and cut up here. There's two nails right there holding that in, toe-nailed in, so I cut those out. Then I'm going to take a hammer, knock the bottom. I cut through the nails because I don't want to bang on this and blow out my board. This way it keeps all the strength in it. Take a hammer to this and see how it goes. Yeah, right. It's gonna take a little more than that. It won't come loose there from the bottom. I think they might have a stake or a spike coming up into that. Can you hold this for me? My helper's out here now. Show it in from the top. I hope this don't cave in and kill me. Here we go. Timber. I'm so strong.
I better give it one. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there's something going on down here. Well, it stayed, so I'm not dead.
Yet.
Yet is always the key word. Oh yeah. Thank you. Rebar. Grind down the rest later.
Whoop, whoop. Get in the bins where they go finally.
This is bringing me so much joy. Finally, feels good to finish a project.
Yes, it does. You do an amazing job. Okay. Hallelujah. Not in the way of the garage anymore. A little less eyesore.
Just like I'd planned. Sweet.
Beauty mess.
You guys may not be very excited about that, but I sure am.
We are.
Her too. Hi Rusty. Hi Goldie. Hi Scott.
Hello.
This is my nephew Scott. We got the other side all done. Now it's time to work here. This is our makeshift fence to keep the dogs out. It's time to take this gate out so that we can put some poles here and go from there. There we go. Is that a little tougher than it looks? Hello. Looky what we got. I have a regular drill with a concrete bit in it, and it is taking forever. Trying to pulse it like a drill, but good lord, it's taking forever. My dog Roscoe, that's him chammering like a chimp. He wants out. Hey Rusty, you being a good boy. And Goldie too. Get down. No, off. Stay down. Good lord, Roscoe. So my nephew Scott, he went to go get a roto hammer. I am going to poke a hole through here where it's rotted and everything else. That way we can see exactly where we want to cut this. And then I'll start digging a hole here. And then once we get a hole poked through here, then we can take our measurements, and we're leaving this here temporarily for the structure there. Yeah, it's rotted pretty bad. This is what we got going on up here. Now this is just sitting on the roof. Good logic there. Directly under that is just the rooftop. There is nothing to transfer the weight. That's why it's all caved in right here. So what we're going to do is take that 4x6, that's 12 foot long, bury it 2 feet in the ground down there. So I'm going to tear this apart next. But before I tear any of this out, I'm going to put a jack and a board under here to transfer the weight so that when we take this out, it'll still be supported. On your mark, get set, go. Hope my camera don't fall off my roof. Just a little bit of shingles on here. Now let's poke this out. There we go. Now we can kind of see what's going on. And that lovely board. Whoop. You can see there's just totally nothing under there, just sitting on the board's going across is all, carrying all of this weight. I also did the same thing over there, so I gotta fix that too. I put this pole in right here to take the weight off of that, because when we first moved in the house, I couldn't even open it because all that weight behind me. This is what I used to take pressure off of this. Just my car jack. Love you, Rusty. And before I start cutting this board, what I want to do, I can dig a hole right now, but with Scott, he's still out going trying to get the roto hammer for this, because we're gonna mount one of these units here coming up for the corner, and that will be for our wall coming straight down this way. Also, it'll serve two purposes. Then our gate will pivot on this point here instead of over here. You can see over here it's starting to get dark, but they just scabbed a whole bunch of boards together for this area over here, and it's like, seriously, people? That's why we had so many issues with it splitting and everything on the other side. And they just put a little piece of trim on the edge, which we took off. So what we wanted to do is put this board in here first, and a 2x6 going lengthwise so that it doesn't interfere with the width of our gate. And that should be plenty strong to swing something on, and for the corner of the garage. And so we want to do that before we cut this. The tension is no longer, well, I can't say no longer. I have these boards in over here now, Got one in the corner, the 4x6 here. You know, underneath that, I just kept this brace on, keep it together. So all that's sitting on there. Big old plate in the back. Then I would like to put another wall, build one right here, to keep all these leaves and stuff from coming in. And then I'll close up above that hole there. So bit by bit, we'll get there. Got his back. He brought his roto hammer, drilled through it in like 4 seconds. Got a molly in there because I got some soft dirt underneath there. Just working on that. Don't forget to put the twist in it. There you go. And then over here, it's not one thing, it's another. I get these big old rocks to figure out. Got 2 of them. And then this right here, I think will be right in our way. This looks like it's probably 4 inches deep. Once we put our pole in here, this will come out. The height of this bolt is a little too tall, so I'm going to take my grinder, my cutoff wheel, and cut it off so that cap will sit over it. Okay, we just cut the 4x6. Now it's just fine tuning it and we'll be good.